Pavel, the owner of the local inn, I assume?
That I am. How can I help you?
When I asked where I should go in this city for good wine, your inn was recommended.
You've come to the right place. You won't find better wine in this city. Have you come from far away?
Very far, Goodman. I'm Henry, and I rarely hear my name spoken in my native tongue.
You don't say. Where's the last place you were?
I did a lot of traveling in Italy, from north to south.
Wonderful. It's not often I get the chance to talk to someone so well-traveled. It'd be nice to have someone to discuss the drink of kings with.
An invitation I can't refuse. Thank you.
Well, good man, how shall we begin our tasting? Ah, I know. How about a little white to begin with?
Excellent.
So, what do you say to that?
One beer.
It has a sort of rectangular body and a light taste of something.
A rectangular body? Whatever do you mean?
Oh, that's just a saying we have. A sort of play on words.
I understand. Nevertheless, it's essentially a lighter wine. I like it because it's suitable for many occasions. When I don't know what to serve, I pull out a Moravian white. My father-in-law loves it. He'll be a blessed 70 years old this year, so I'm giving him a few casks to make his old age a little merrier.
That's very kind of you.
There's nothing but misers in this town. They wouldn't think twice about taking their own mother's last piece of bread. I'm not like that. Do I have money? Of course. But I don't hoard it. I try to make people around me happy.
And you're treating me to this wine. You're a real Samaritan, like it says in the Bible. You give drink to the thirsty.
Anyway, let's have a cup of something else.
My thoughts exactly.
What shall we... Ah, I know. Let's have some red. How about a young Blaufränkisch from Austria? Or as we call it in Bohemia, Blue Frankovka.
From you, Goodman, anything. Pour away.
Quite a decent vintage.
Yes. A fine vintage. But otherwise, I don't have much of an opinion about this one.
How come? Shouldn't a connoisseur have an opinion on everything? Tell me, good man, what's regarded in your country as the most prized Italian wine?
Definitely Vinsanto. A sacred wine. It's a straw wine from Tuscany. But it's still dry, and they say it works miracles.
Every wine can do that, good man. It loosens men's lips and women's legs. Ha!
Ah, true. Good health.
Well then, let's move on to the next one. After all that quality stuff, let's refresh ourselves with something simpler. Would you like a Hippocras?
Certainly. The better ones will go straight to our heads. And I'll admit, I do like it from time to time.
Nothing to be ashamed of. It's not easy to make a good Hippocras. Mine has an unusual ingredient in it. Let's see if you can tell what it is.
I don't know. I'd say it's made with love?
Of course it is. But I meant a real ingredient, not some poetic nonsense.
Well, in that case, I couldn't tell you.
It's not that difficult. It's mint, but there's something off about it. Doesn't it seem a bit bland to you? As though it's missing something?
Maybe anise?
No, not anise. I don't believe anyone puts that in Hippocras. I know! Ginger, of course. She told me there wasn't any at the market.
What's next, Goodman?
I'm afraid that's all for me. The wine is going to my head and there's still a lot I have to do today.
Ah, come now. Work can wait. Enjoy life a little.
I wish I could. But I've got too much to do. Feel free to stay and enjoy yourself, though.
Allow me to ask you one more question. I heard you get your supplies from the monastery vineyard.
And what of it? You're not a tax collector, are you?
No, I really am not.
I don't believe a word you say. So let's be clear, you sneak. My business with the monastery vineyard is all above board. Everything is set down in my ledger upstairs, and until I see your credentials, it's none of your business.
Don't get worked up. I'm not a tax collector.
I don't care. You're snooping around, sticking your nose where it don't belong. I've nothing more to say to you.
Maybe I should go and take a look around his office. His ledger is bound to
I'll
be
have a
interesting.
beer. something! He's a thief! Come on then, let's sort this out!
I'm sure we can sort this out.
How dare you! We won't put up with thieves here. You'll give everything back and pay compensation, or I'll go and get the guards.
Forgive me, friend. There must have been some sort of mistake. But, well, since I already somehow ended up with this thing, supposing you were to give it to me as a gift, eh? I'd be eternally grateful to you.
Since you put it like that, good sir. All right, take it as a gift. And don't forget to mention my generosity to their lordships. On your way, you vagabond! What are you barging in
Excuse
here
me.
for?
My humble respects.
I went to confession yesterday, and that old priest was completely hammered again.
The best wine comes from Czech soil!
Jesus Christ be praised.
I spoke to Havel.
And? How did it go?
I had a look around his office to see what I could see.
Well, I can't say I approve, but if you found something interesting...
I did indeed. It looks like a ledger of some sort.
Give it here. Let me have a look. 20 barrels of Rhine Riesling, 24 new barrels from the Cooper, 13 crates of Hungarian grapes for St. Gallistain. Ah, here we are. It seems they ordered some sort of special incense that they burn in the barrels. That must be it.
What good would that do?
How should I know? What's interesting is that this isn't normally part of the winemaking process, so it might be just what we're looking for. Right, and here's a small reward so you don't go around saying old Casper's ungrateful. But now I need you to look into it further. We need to find out what this special incense is for. We'll have to take a look in the vineyard and take some of that incense.
We, meaning me, right?
Of course I mean you. See how well we understand each other?
All right. But the vineyard is pretty big, isn't it? I haven't a clue where to look for something like that.
It's big, true. But there's a vineyard house right in the middle. The custodian lives there, as well as the workers. And it's also where all the supplies are stored. Besides, there's also a side garden where they grow new varieties of grapes. If you could manage to bring me a few seedlings, they could greatly help my own vineyard.
Where exactly is the vineyard?
A short way to the north of town. It's pretty large, you can't miss it.
How do I get in? Isn't it guarded?
The simplest thing would be to get hired as a laborer. There'll be lots of work there now that it's summer.
What if they catch me?
You have to be careful. The vineyard is closely guarded, especially at night, and thieves are punished very severely. Don't get caught.
I'm on it then.
Good luck, and take care, Henry. By the way, what about the business with the Manlikas? Did you manage to get hold of the book by Bouchek?
Yes, Miss Adletter is sweet. And she even gave me back your book. Here it is.
Ah, thanks very much. I'll try to sell it and pay off at least some of my debts. See you later, my friend.
How's life treating you? Not too bad. I've got so much to do.
You have a kind master.
Hey, fresh fish. Salt carpers.
Greetings.
Ah, good day. I apologize. Finest wares, quality
Careful.
goods.
Axes, hands, nails. Take your pick.
Craftsmen, take your pick.
Mine, Pittsburgh nail.
Du, you are a...
Gepriesen sei der Herr. What do you need?
Who are you?
Ich bin Menhard, ein Meister des Langschwerts aus Frankfurt. You will not find ein besser Meister for miles around, I tell you. And with whom do I have die Ehre? Who are you?
Henry. I'm pleased to meet you.
Heinrich. Sehr schön. A famous German König once also bore that name. He contributed to the founding of the Heiliges Römisches Reich. A wise diplomat and brave warrior. Since you carry such a name, I offer you a duel. You can prove you too possess the courage and soul of a warrior. And do not bring shame to your famous name. When you show me how you handle a sword, I can tell you what to improve.
Would you teach me the art of sword fighting?
Kein Problem, but all in good time. Erst you must show what you can do. Langschwert. Here now, yeah?
All right. Why not?
Wunderbar. I always like a good Kampf. But the Schwerter will be blunt, yeah? We do not want to lose our handsome faces, no? I'll lend you ein Schwert, aber kein Harnisch. No armor, only clothing. That is the best Kampf.
Sure. Just training swords. No armor. Works for me.
Good. Take off the steel and armor. You can keep your gambeson and let us get to work.
Onward.
All right, Menhard. I'm ready for a duel.
Gut, Heinrich. How about eine Wette?
Wette?
Wie sagt man das? A bet for some groschen, yeah? If you believe in yourself.
Naturally. We're not going to work up a sweat for nothing, right? A nice wager will bring some tension into it.
Good, good. I like your attitude. We have spoken enough. Let us do it. So, Heinrich, are you ready?
Fine day for some fine wares. Come and
Yeah,
take your
I'm
pick.
ready. Let's do it. By God's will, die!
That hit home!
Take the garrison. We've got it all.
That's enough! You know full well you've no right to conduct the art of sword fighting here. That's the privilege of our brotherhood.
Halt die Klappe. I am Meister of Longsword. You well know this right we have from the charter of your King Wenzel himself.
Meister Menhart, let me remind you that your petition was discussed by the town council, and your claim was rejected.
That decision was not just, and it went against the will of your king.
It's no use arguing, Deutscher. The council represents the king, and the council has decided in his name. Nicholas of Prague here is also a master longswordsman, and we don't need another. Any more than we need your foreign poses.
Right then. So I will face your Nikolaus or any other man. We shall see then who is der wahre Meister and who is just full of hot air.
Well, I'm ready when you are, Master Menhart.
No, I forbid any dueling here.
Master Nicholas, do not allow yourself to be provoked by this German cockbaiting. No doubt where they come from, they would rather hack each other in the streets than respect law and order. But here, we have more sense and dignity. If anyone is to clash swords here, it will only be when our brotherhood convenes a tournament, not when some Hundsfott feels like it.
Fick dich, du Metzgerschwein. Enough of this, all of you! The council has decided this matter, and I won't waste any more time with your squabbling. You've infringed on our regulations, and it's not the first time. You'll pay a fine.
Scheiße. That is ungerecht. Not just.
And you will be banished from the town, so that nothing like this happens again.
I am a Bürger from the Freie Reichsstadt of Frankfurt and a known Meister des Schwertes. My master is the Imperial Kaiser himself, not some böhmischer Bürger. And I will not hesitate to defend my Recht by the sword.
Enough, Meister! If you draw your weapon, the last sword you ever see will be the executioner's.
Menhart, beruhige dich.
Scheiße! This verdammte Town!
Enough of this farce! You are banished from the town.
Was für eine Schande.
And since you have unlawfully conducted here the art of sword fighting, you will therefore pay a fine, which will go to the benefit of the Kuttenberg Sword-Fighting Brotherhood for the breach of their rights.
Such audacity! I will not pay any Geldstrafe und schon gar nicht to this coward and cheat. Das ist ungerecht.
Enough of this. You will pay, or get 20 lashes of the cane in the stocks.
Scheiß drauf.
Verdammt! I will not put up with such disgrace. I would rather let you have your silver.
Henry?
I understand. I don't want to go to the stocks. Here are the groschen I owe you.
Excellent. So, the matter is resolved. But if anything like this happens again, it will be the pillory for you. Alles klar?
Ja, ja, ich verstehe. Komm, Heinrich. We still have business to attend to. Aber zuerst we have to leave the town. We are going to Gasthaus zur Eiche. The Oak Inn, as you call it. It is outside the town walls, by the road leading from the Gurim Gate. We will discuss our business there.
You will not treat us in this manner.
Das stimmt.
Take your king.
Gave us his word.
I'm sorry.
I have for you.
Come and buy some new cake.
Broadcloth, woolen broadcloth, quality fabrics, red prices.
Willkommen. Komm herein.
What happened? What's that noise?
And for something so stupid.
You've no business here.
Where the hell are you?
I thought I told you.
Quick! Ka! Ka! Go! Quick! 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 Whoa! Whoa! Are you hiring?
Us? Always. But don't be fooled. It's hard work. Days spent bent over in the sun. It's not for everybody. But you'll get a few groschen, something to eat, and a place to lay your head.
That sounds good.
I'll tell you tomorrow. For now, go and speak to the custodian, Jerome. He'll tell you what to do. Any questions?
What's in that building in the middle of the vineyard?
Vineyards aren't just vines. They need a place to sort, press, and wash the grapes. And we also need a place to lay our heads. We spend half a year up on this scorching hill after all.
What's the master custodian like?
Jerome? He's my cousin, and he gave me this job. Can't complain about him.
And the others?
I don't know, but I've never heard any complaints. You'll see for yourself soon enough.
What if I'm not up to it?
You have 2 arms and 2 legs, and that's all you need. The only thing we won't tolerate is someone slacking off. We have a lot of blow-ins, so don't expect any breaks. If you laze about for even a day, you'll be out of here. Understand?
I understand. I'll be going then.
All right, run along. Jerome will be waiting near the winery. And remember, wine is liquid gold, so we keep everything well guarded.
Don't worry. I don't steal.
I have to say that because we do get light-fingered individuals here from time to time. And now you know everything, off you go to work.
I'll be going then.
All right, run along. Jerome will be...
Don't worry.
I have to... And now you know...
Take care.
Go! Whoa!
Careful.
I'm supposed to report to you. I'm new here.
Excellent. Another young shoot ready to sprout and produce the delicious fruits of labor.
Right. The shoot. That's me.
Forgive me, young man. I'm always pleased by the presence of someone who enjoys working.
That's great. In any case, I was sent to ask what you want me to do.
Oh, it's too late today. The velvet blanket of night is not favorable for our work. Let's leave it for tomorrow. But I suggest you don't dawdle, for at noon the vineyard is battered by the hot rays of our heavenly protector.
All right. I'll try to get up early. And what is it I'm supposed to do?
Ah, but of course, I nearly forgot to tell you what your God-fearing work will entail. As our youngest laborer, you will be in charge of the eternal battle against the weeds that choke our beautiful plants. As soon as you spot one, imagine your King David and uproot that evil from our land forever, just as he uprooted the Philistines from Israel.
If you hand me a slingshot, I can take on Goliath.
We hand out slingshots in autumn when we have trouble with starlings. Apart from that, you'll sometimes see a sack at the end of a row. In it are clippings and bad plants which you will take to the dung heap behind the winery here, where their earthly existence ends in the process known as decay.
All right. That doesn't sound too complicated. Weeding and organising a funeral for some plants.
To tell the truth, lad, work in the vineyard isn't complicated, but it is hard. I therefore suggest you don the vintner's crown, a straw hat. Do you have any other questions?
What's in this building here?
This is the winery, lad. It's the heart of the vineyard. Of course, the grapes must ripen in the vineyard and are harvested there. But here in the winery they are sorted, pressed, and poured into barrels. As soon as we put the wine in barrels, it travels to the cool and dark monastery cellars, where it ages.
Where can I lay my head?
I shall take you there right away. I have to show you where to take the sacks in any case.
Forgive me, but why do you talk so strangely?
Truth be told, you're not the first to ask such a question. But the answer is simple. Our time on this earth is too short and precious to leave behind something ordinary. And I'm quite adept at speaking, unlike other human activities. So why not at least leave behind a pleasing impression?
I wonder what I'll leave behind.
I don't know, lad, and neither do you. But eventually the loom will run out of thread, and it's up to us what we leave behind, whether it's a plain cloth or an ornate tapestry.
Thank you. I think I'll hit the hay so I can get a head start tomorrow.
That you should. Rest is the wealth of the prudent.
Good to see you.
Here it is. The final resting place of weeds from our vineyard, and a vast haven for flies, the dung heap. This is where you shall bring the sacks, and moreover, after a hard day's toil, you can lay your head down in that hut over there. Questions?
I still don't actually know what I'm supposed to do.
If the tasks of a vineyard laborer are beyond your comprehension, you are either blessed by the Lord or a simpleton. I repeat, pull up weeds and take any sacks you Here it is. The final resting place of weeds from our vineyard. And a vast haven for flies, the dung heap. This is where you shall bring the sacks, and moreover, after a hard day's toil, you can lay your head down in that hut over there. Questions?
I still don't actually know what I'm supposed to do.
If the tasks of a vineyard laborer are beyond your comprehension, you are either blessed by the Lord or a simpleton. I repeat, pull up weeds and take any sacks you find to the dung heap here.
What are you...
Huh? Do you... This isn't over, you bastard!
Huh? Come on then, let's sort this out.
We can work this out.
How dare you? You'll give...
Fine then.
That's better. Be on your way.
Get out of here, mutts! No one wants to hear your barking! There. Now, keep him at your side.
I have more questions.
Ask away.
How are you doing?
The life of here, a truly, and if
What is...
I allot the jobs, but it's not true.
What? What are you doing here?
What kind of grapes do you grow here?
Monastic.
I meant, white or red.
You don't know much about grapes, do you, lad? There are many other types of grapes than just white and red. Here on the slope, it is mainly red St. Laurent. But the white Riesling thrives here too, mainly on rocky soil. Personally, I have nothing but praise for it.
How are you doing here?
What can I... We have to care... This here, if we don't... Farewell. You better go, before people start to think you're trying to steal something.
Greetings, sir.
Did you do what I asked you to?
Yes, sir. Everything's in order.
Everything, really? You didn't forget anything?
I don't think so, sir. I tried my best, sir.
Well done. Drop by tomorrow. There's something else I need. You can go now.
This crate smells like sulfur. This could be it.
I'm sorry. always welcome here, noble sir.
Hey? You shouldn't be hanging around here, friend.
Are you deaf? I really will call the
Easy.
guards.
Let's talk about this.
Shame on you breaking in like that. I'll call the guards on you.
Now hold on.
Don't.
I have more questions.
Ask.
Good day.
Good doggy, good boy.
Same to you.
Excuse me.
Burgundy and Tuscany. Good day. What would you like?
I'm back, and I've got the mysterious monastery incense. It looks like wood chips soaked in sulfur. It stinks a bit.
They were smoking barrels with this. Sulfur is the stink of hell, and this is a monastery vineyard.
Maybe there's another reason. The miners in Skalitz used to say where there's sulfur, it's easier to breathe. Healthier air.
But it stinks to high hell.
So do many noble delicacies, and they're still delicious.
I suppose you're right. I'll give it a try. I hope it doesn't make my wine reek. Here's your reward, like we agreed, and something to read. I don't want you saying I didn't do you right.
I almost forgot. I have the seedlings.
Ah! I'm curious what they'll grow into. You've made me doubly happy, Henry. So, here's a little something on top for you. Farewell. An elegant and lean flavor, light aroma of exotic fruits, and a color that has sparkle. This is my white wine. Give it a taste. Hail Mary.
How are your knees?
Put that weapon away.
Willkommen, mein Freund. Was willst du?
Show me your way. A word about the price.
Warum nicht? Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein. Bis bald.
The taste is full and
I went to confession yesterday, and that old...
I'm always glad to see people like you. Are you really just fun?
Christ's wounds!
Quick!
Watch out with that pole.
Die!
Don't you know how to keep your wall?
Die! Whoa!
God bless you.
Look here, Menhard.
You should have said etwas, Heinrich, when they came to drive us out.
Well, I didn't know what to say. And I didn't want to make things worse.
Ich verstehe. But it ended sehr schlecht. Bad. Auf jeden Fall. It is not over yet with those Kuttenberger Fechter. We must somehow compete with them to preserve our honor and glory. It is not possible that a Meister such as I can be rejected and humiliated.
Richtig. Es muss Gerechtigkeit geben.
Listen, Menhard. Tell me what it's all about. You have some charter from King Wenceslas.
Ja, genau.
Well, actually, I'd be interested in knowing everything.
Of course. Hör mal. Your King Wenzel sent me the charter and invited me here to Kuttenberg to set up a Bruderschaft der Fechter. I should serve here for 3 Jahre and teach Fechter. Then I would choose a new Meister from among them who would take my place when I went back to Frankfurt.
How come you came all this way for that? Wouldn't you be better off in Frankfurt?
Ja, aber King Wenzel promised much Geld. But the most important is my honor and my duty to teach good Fechten. The Frankfurt Meisters of Langschwert travel thus and start sword fighting schools in towns of Deutschland und anderen Ländern. And one cannot refuse an invitation from the tschechischen König. King Wenzel promised it would all be settled by the Kuttenberg Stadtrat. But before we got here, alles war anders. Ein neuer Stadtrat. Wenzel held captive and König Sigismund here with a big army. What is more, there was here already a Bruderschaft der Fechter. And Meister Nikolaus aus Prague came at the invitation of the Metzger Emmeram and other Bürger. Sigismund named a new Stadtrat, and they accepted Nikolaus and rejected our Charta. That is why I muss mich duellieren with Nikolaus and the anderen, to defend my guten Ruf and mein Recht. Aber they have refused, made cowardly excuses, and want to get rid of uns.
But our right remains. The Charta vom König Wenzel spricht klar.
Ja, we cannot just walk away and allow this öffentliche shame to continue.
Menhard, ich habe dis Idee. Aber Problem ist, we need a third man. Aber jetzt Schicksalsmeis upon us. Und Heinrich ist hier.
Verstanden.
Heinrich will greifen us an der Arme. Ein einfacher kleiner Einbruch and we will beat them in their own game.
What's he saying?
We need your help, Heinrich. You will have to do a little theft for us. It is an easy job, keine Sorge.
All right. I have a feeling you're in the right. And besides, you serve King Wenceslas. You can count on me.
Wunderbar.
Also zugestimmt? You will not be sorry. I will teach you many secrets of die Kunst des Schwertes. I will make you a great Fechter. Arne, lass es uns hören.
Also, es ist einfach. You must into der Fechthalle einbrechen und ihr Gildenschwert stehlen and then hang it am Rathaus.
Menhard?
Es ist so. You must break into their sword fighting hall and steal their Gildenschwert. Guild sword. They must not see you. You can recognize the sword sicher. It is surely a Meisterwerk. Then you must hang it on the Rathaus for alle Bürger to see. But no one must see you. Vielleicht it is best to go at night? Verstehst du?
I'm starting to understand your plan. If I take their guild sword right from their house and show it to everyone, they'll look like complete fools before all of Kuttenberg. That's the point, isn't it?
Nein, not at all. Meine Idee ist better.
Genau. Hanging the sword means a challenge. So it will look like they made this challenge. Because everyone knows their Gildenschwert. Then we will come and accept this challenge. They will have to fight gegen uns. Otherwise, it will be eine große Schande. A disgrace!
Ah, I get it. Really devious, Arn.
Ich weiß.
Where do I find that sword fighting hall?
Natürlich hier in Kuttenberg, near the new gate. There, on the corner, is the Badehaus of Herr Adam. Die Fechthalle, the sword fighting hall, is behind it. opposite the small Burg on the Burgenstraße. Hradek Quarter. Du wirst sie leicht finden. They have a shield hanging up, and you will hear the swords ring.
All right, I'll steal their guild and shirt and hang it on the town hall. Klar.
Wunderbar. The main thing is they must not see you. And if anything goes wrong, do not kill anyone. That would spoil our plan.
Yeah, murder can make things awkward.
Good. Agreed. When it is fertig, come and tell me.